More news, of course. Every Tuesday, we're back with the info from Lordax before the actual info comes in the game. We have this new guy that when his pictures were leaked, I didn't remember who this was, and it's actually sad. I talked to a friend of mine, Speedy, today actually, that I think I should rewatch Naruto because there are so many characters I like forget their names when recording, and I feel so ashamed because I love Naruto, but it's like who really? There's so many people that are just gonna forget these guys' names, right? So many secondary ninja. I think I should rewatch Naruto because of that, but this guy, new unit, I thought at first that he could have been either a normal banner because a new ninja road has come out, is about to come out, of course, the game's not live yet, but a new ninja road is about to come out, and also thought he could have been an emergency mission because just for the nature of these characters, these new kind of like secondary ninja that have come out, they have been emergency missions, but actually he's a ninja leader, so we're gonna take a look at his info in a while. Someone actually asked what his name is, and Nordex came with Kotetsu Hagane, which again I would never remember his name, which is one of the reasons I should rewatch Naruto. Now, this is the actual interesting stuff. Limit breaks. I've been waiting for this limit break for a little bit. Jiraiya is one of those characters that have a really low attack stat but a really high multiplier. These are the characters you want a limit break because then their multiplier is still high, but increase the attack stat as well. Then they start hitting pretty hard. He'll be the first one on limit breaking for sure. Also, Orochimaru. Orochimaru is a really bad character. We're gonna take a look at his new stats in a little bit, and also what they do, just to kind of take a look at who you should layer break. But Orochimaru, Gaara, which is actually interesting. When Nordex first leaked these two, I thought it was gonna be just these two, but I'm happy that Gaara and Kankuro actually got them as well because actually let me actually bring up the events timeline. If you take a look at the events timeline, they got skipped in the layer breaks. Like if you come here and take a look at the order of characters, because they usually do layer breaks by order. Gaara and Kankuro released in September, and so did Jiraiya and Orochimaru, and then Killer B already has his layer break. What was the normal banner after Killer B? I'm pretty sure the normal banner afterwards also has a layer break. Like, they really did skip those units, which was actually pretty sad. But we're getting closer and closer to the Yagura and these two, Yagura and Yugito, to actually get the layer breaks. They're gonna be really good. But let me just go back here, see the new unit. So the new I was gonna say emergency mission, the new ninja unit. I know it's a ninja unit because he only has 4 abilities. He's really bad. So first, the abilities. Again, I hate the new Twitter. You have to actually take a look out to see the text. Before, I could open the image and the text would be like right here. So bad design. 10-10-20-20, so like it's 30% less chance of being chakra sealed, 30% less chance of being jutsu sealed. It's just so bad. He's just so bad with the abilities. The stats are okay. The field skill is reduced damage by 10 to 15%, which is really bad. The buddy skill is reduced, I think, is wisdom damage by 20%. When Google translating, it didn't give me like a fixed answer, but I think it was wisdom by 20%, which is okay. Normal jutsu is a 5.3 towards 1, terrible. If they are jutsu sealed, he actually does 6.5, which is still not great. Like jutsu sealing is not really that viable anymore because bosses are immune to it. Same thing for his ultimate. Is a 14 times towards 1, but it's a 16 times if they're jutsu sealed. Again, jutsu sealing doesn't work on bosses, so it's like, oh, you cannot jutsu seal bosses, so you cannot do the extra damage on them. It's really bad. It's actually good because if you want to skip a ninja old coin unit to actually get the acquisition stones, you can do that. Now the stats for Orochimaru, I'm actually going to be bringing up the older stats as well. So he used to have 1.8 thousand attack stat, now he has 2.3 thousand, so 500 attack boost right there, and then 3000 HP. He used to have 2.4 thousand HP, so a 600 HP boost right there. As I said, Orochimaru is the worst of the batch, but these are his new PvP stats. Even with Pills 192, so he's not that viable. Orochimaru, let me go back here to his stats right here. Orochimaru again is the worst one of the batch. His normal jutsu is a 4 towards 1, 5 if there's slip damaged. Terrible. He becomes AoE with the last ability, and then the ultimate is a 9 towards all. If there's slip damage, 11.5. It's just really bad. He's a really bad unit, so I don't recommend breaking him at all. Actually, before I take a look, let me actually show the guy's jutsu first. Let me actually show the guy's jutsu, and then we talk about the limb breaks, just to get that out of the way. But Orochimaru is the worst one of the batch for sure. So actually one thing that I think I really appreciate about this game is that they actually give some really like mediocre characters. I don't say mediocre characters, but like some really secondary characters, some actually pretty cool jutsus. I really like his ultimate. It's so clean, it's so simple, which is the double down on the sword. It's so simple, but I think it's so good. And then he throws the sword back. Look at the attention for detail. I really like this ultimate. For a free ninja unit that no one's gonna use, they just put this much effort. I really like how jutsus have been handled recently with units. They've been looking really good. But going back, as I thought we talked about Orochimaru, Jiraiya. I've been waiting for his air break because again, he's one of those units, low attack stat. He used to have 1.2 thousand attack stat, now he has 1.7, again a 500 attack boost. He used to have 1.6 thousand HP, now he has 2.4, that's an 800 HP. Oh, okay, he has HP abilities. So how much is that? 400. That's actually like a 500-ish HP boost. Okay. I was about to say 800, that's normally not like that. PvP, not really viable. It's just 34,000. Yeah, he's not really viable in PvP. Normal banded air breaks used to be viable in PvP. If you recall, when Body Itachi's air break came out, he was a viable PvP unit. Nowadays, it's just not like that. It's just not like that. Okay, but here's the thing, Jiraiya. Jiraiya has an 18 times multiplier with a big AoE, long range AoE, 90% chance of slip damage. So with his air break, he's gonna be doing so much more damage now because he has a decent multiplier and a big AoE. I'm actually very excited about him. I'll be air breaking him, and you can be damn sure I'm gonna be doing a chill unit run on Ninja World with him. Just throw it out there. This is gonna be fun because he does put up a barrier when he jutsus, and he does recover to chakra. He's a 6 and 12, but he's gonna work well. I don't know if I have his last dupe, but still either way, that's gonna be interesting to do. His Freedom Body skill are okay, but again, Jiraiya is probably my first pick. But Gaara and Kankuro, they're also interesting units. Kankuro more than Gaara, I would say. So Gaara, he's a skill unit that has a lot. I don't want to say a lot. He has somewhat of damage reduction towards heart, so you can say he's kind of a tank for heart. So his new attack stat is 2.3k. I mean, he's just every unit is just 500 attack boost. Let's just put it out there. Normal jutsu, 4.2, and then 40% chance of mobilization. 45%, I'm sorry, chance of mobilization. It's nothing great. Then the ultimate, 11.5 towards 1. It doesn't have I would say it's nothing insane, Gaara, but Kankuro, okay? Kankuro. If you're gonna break someone, it's either Jiraiya or Kankuro. So, my boy Kankuro. He is not only he's one of the cleanest arts in the game. Like as a normal banner unit, I really like his art. But not only that, he has such a cool jutsu. His jutsu is a 4.1 towards all, 80% just slip damage for 4 turns. He does extend that to 7 turns. So it's an AoE with 7 turns immobilization for 80%. Really good, cost of 4 chakra. The ultimate is a 100% slip damage for 11 turns towards 1 enemy. And actually the AoE for the normal jutsu is decently ranged, so I'll be going for and he does boost hard by 250 as a buddy skill. I'll be layer breaking Kankuro and Jiraiya myself. You can layer break whoever you want. If there's one to not layer break is Orochimaru. If you want to layer break Gaara, go for it, but Orochimaru I just don't recommend. There's gonna be some trolls that are gonna layer break him and send me screenshots for sure, but that's pretty much it. That's all the info again. Kind of a slow week. On global we should be getting Phantom Castle, which is pretty interesting because don't forget that the emergency mission that came the week before is I'm not gonna remember his name. It's that guy, and if you use him on Phantom Castle, you get extra points. So don't forget to do that. Just gonna put this right here. I'm gonna talk about this on my Epic Gamers Must Farm video that I'll be doing in a few hours. But I just want to put it before the Phantom Castle actually releases. Thank you guys for watching.